This area is now incredibly developed, at least in the Black 2 version of the game. So there's lots of homes you can actually go into and talk to people. So it's quite interesting to actually explore this area. If you talk to this person, she's going to give you a specific value. And if you have a Pokemon with a greater speed than it, she's going to give you a health wing. If you give her somebody with the exact number of speed that she requests, she'll give you 5 health wings. Health wings are an item that are basically like Pokemon vitamins, and I believe but they're a weaker version of Pokemon vitamins. I believe they raise your EV stat, that stands for effort value, by 1 point instead of 10 like vitamins. Now, if you don't understand what effort values are a hidden value that goes into your Pokemon's stats. When you fight certain Pokemon, you get effort value points, and depending on what Pokemon you fight, that Pokemon grants you certain effort value points. And then those effort values translate into you gaining strength in particular stats. It's a really complicated subject, and it's difficult to explain, like, just on the fly here. It's definitely a more advanced Pokemon concept. If you ever get into, like, more competitive Pokemon battling, you'll probably want to do some research on effort values. It's not really that important for the purposes of the main game, so I'm not going to go into it any more detail, but that's a little short summary in case you were wondering. If you have Cottony or Patilla, then you can trade it in this house. So if you don't have White 2 or somebody who you can trade with who has White 2 and you want a Patilla, just catch a Cottony and trade it with that in-game person. You can get a wide lens here. It increases your Pokemon's accuracy. Actually, that's pretty good for Scraggy if you catch one here because of high jump kick. Increased accuracy can be useful on certain Pokemon. What? Hidden thing. Where? Oh, I think it's over on the other side. I'm surprised it's registering here. Let's see. In this building, let's see. Hi, welcome. That person will talk about how on Thursdays a certain Pokemon will fly through here. And this guy will give you 3 citrus berries. They're a berry that restores 30 health. At this point in the game, they're useful. Give your Pokemon another 10 levels and they probably won't be that useful. But if you need them, well, at least you have one. One more building right here. And this building contains a maid, or, well, she looks like a maid. Yeah, I think it's a maid. I don't know what I'm talking about. She's gonna mimic a Pokemon's sound. And it's gonna be someone who's on your party. I think it was Cottony. Okay, yeah. And if you guess correctly, she'll give you a Poketoy, which allows you to flee from a wild Pokemon battle. I think you can do this once per day. I'm going off of memory, so I apologize if I'm wrong. Okay. Anyways, that takes care of that. So, yeah, like I said, this area in Black 2 is nice. There isn't a lot of, like, in White 2, you fight more battles and everything. Like, this area is much nicer in Black 2. If you want, you can head north, but that will end your exploration of Route 4 and you won't explore the Desert Resort. So I'm going to give you the full exploration of this entire area. So we're going to want to go over to the west. And I recommend you do too in your game just to get the experience. It's kind of like one of those things where you don't want to go, I don't know. I've always been one of those gamers who I'm like, darn, I went the right way. I wanted to go the wrong way so I could explore everything. That's how I look at video games. I don't know. That sounds weird, but that's how I view games. Okay, heading over here. You see this lady? She leads to the desert resort. We don't want to go there right now. We want to continue exploring. In this house, you can heal up your Pokemon. Very useful. You can always do this if you need to heal up, so just keep that in mind. Although there aren't... Yeah, I mean, yeah, you'll probably need to heal up. Again, I don't like that kind of stuff because I feel like it makes the game too easy. Like, just go back to a Poké Center if you're that desperate, and then go through all the wild Pokemon battles and stuff. I don't know. Alright, some hidden items. One, up here you can find yourself a red shard. And I think there's a hyper potion nearby. Am I right? Ugh, rubbish. So ugly. Anyways, yes, there is a hyper potion right there. And then if you head over here... there is actually an incredibly useful item here, and that is the TM28. Dig! 80 power, ground type attack. The only downside to it is it's a slow move because you have to you have to dig underground first and then you attack the next turn. Now, why is this a good move? It can be taught to a lot of Pokemon. It could also be used outside of battle to act like an escape rope. And I will be teaching this to two Pokemon, Espeon and Growlithe, because Espeon right now doesn't have a lot of good moves, so why not? And Growlithe, because I have too many Fire-type moves, and I don't need a bunch of Fire-type moves, so that's why. Now the real question is, do I want Fire Fang or Flame Wheel? A little bit more power for less accuracy. Why not? Anyways, yeah, Dig is definitely a good move. I'd check to see what Pokemon can learn it. I'm actually looking at my other TMs. I don't know if I have anything else worth teaching. Maybe Return later down the road, but right now I don't really need it. I don't like how the TM bag doesn't organize your TMs in numerical order. That irritates me a lot. And over here, this ain't no place for kids like you. Well, I saw a post on some website the other day, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm at this point in my walkthrough. And it was like, well, what about that kid that's running around 5 steps to your left? I'm like, that's hilarious. Yeah, what about that kid right there? I mean, come on. What the heck? What is wrong with you, Roughneck? You're in the wrong country. You're in desert country. I'm not really sure that's... I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh my god, I can't talk today. I'm just saying the most random stuff ever. My shiny head is a reflection of my fighting spirit. Good for you. Shiny. Welcome to Ian hasn't gotten any sleep and he doesn't know what he's talking about now. Yay. I really do need to get more sleep at night. If there was one thing I despised, like, with a passion, hated about high school, it was the fact that I got zero sleep. It was awful. Like, you're a school, you're supposed to raise children to be healthy, growing people. So why do you make them wake up at 6 in the morning? Like, logic. Wait, what? A shiny... People and their shiny heads. No, I'm going the wrong way. Down here. Double battle. Yay. Hey. No, I'm not lost. Okay, note to self. Bad idea to leave water type out against 2 grass types. Okay, let's see. I think I've missed a few hidden items, so let me see if I can pick up what I missed here. Green shard there. And then over here, I think there's something over in the sand. Yeah, yellow shard. And then I think there's also something up here. And this is a Stardust? Yep. Man, my memory's good. Yeah. Okay, the last thing that I want to point out on this route is this thing over here. Now this is only present on Thursdays. Otherwise, this area will be blank and empty and deserted. This is a Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz is a dark flying type. Now, for the sake of time, I'm not going to fight this thing right now because I just looked at my time of filming and this video is running incredibly long. So, quick summary of it. I got interrupted, so I'm sorry if I repeat myself. It's a dark flying type, and the main thing of interest about it is you get it early in the game, and you get it already evolved. Unfortunately, it has a weird ability, and this is a unique ability to the one that you catch in the wild here on Route 4. It's called Weak Armor. If you get attacked, your defense gets lowered, but your speed increases. I don't know, I just think it's a really weird ability, and I don't think it's strong at all. I don't know, I don't think it's a good Pokemon, personally. If you like it, by all means, try it. If there's a time to use it in-game, this is the place, because it was definitely not usable in black and white just because you got it so late and it took forever to evolve and blah blah blah. But this is the place to use it if you want to use it. I still think there are far stronger options though. I mean, if you want a dark type, just use Scraggy, and I'm sure you're gonna get a flying type sometime, somewhere in this game. Anyways, that concludes Route 4. Next up is the Desert Resort. If you want to watch the White 2 version of this route, I will be uploading it probably in the next day or so. So yeah, thank you, and good night.